Hello and welcome to the MRC Thursday Touring Car Championship. This is the final round. Okay, so the format for race 1 is a 15-minute sprint during a thunderstorm. The race start time is 5 o'clock, time progression is set to 2. We're racing at Knockhill International and the qualifying is, or the grid, sorry, is done by the qualifying positions. Okay, so qualifying results, we've got Dan in first, Andy in second, Ollie in third, Jay in fourth, Keith in fifth, me in sixth, Jackson in seventh, Frankie in eighth, Gary in ninth, and Ben in 10th. Okay, so we're looking at Keith at the start of this one. As you can see, it's already raining, but the track isn't too wet, so it shouldn't be too major for anyone at the start. Okay, so off they go. Nice and clean so far. Okay, so Dan goes down into the first corner, led by Andy and Ollie all over each other there. We've got Jay and then Keith coming down. Oh, there looks like there's contact between Jackson and Frankie, I think. Let's have a quick action replay of that. So this is on board with Ben. Oh yeah, you can see they're just rubbing doors together on the downhill there. Well, Ben did very well not to slam into the back of Frankie there. Okay, so jumping back to the action now, we've got Dan still in first, Andy in second, Ollie in third, Jay in fourth, Keith in fifth, me in sixth, and Frankie in seventh, Ben in eighth. Oh, looks like Ollie's making a move on Andy there. Andy's playing it nice and defensive, takes the line on the inside, so not really giving Ollie much options. Oh, and Ollie smashed into him. Looked completely by accident, to be fair. Andy's managed to rejoin there in sixth, so he's literally just behind Ollie. I think Ollie slowed down and let people through. In these conditions, it's super easy to make mistakes. Okay, so Ben's making a move now on Frankie. That's nice. Very close there for them two coming down the hill. Looks like Gary's lagging out a little bit in the background there, but it's okay, doesn't seem to cause any problems. So back with these guys again. So this is looking at Ollie in fifth. Everyone's still quite bunched up at the moment. Jay and Dan are making a little bit of a lead. Looks like Ollie's going to try and make a move around the outside of me. He's got a great run through there. Yeah, I'm going to stay wide. No point turning into him. Yeah, he does me. Nice move. Okay, so coming back down now, the end of lap 2. Dan's gone. We've got Jay 2 seconds off of him. It looks like Ollie's now pushing on Keith, trying to make those positions back from the contact with Andy earlier. Oh, Keith runs a little bit deep into the corner there, so... Oh, Ollie and Keith have made contact. I don't think Keith saw him, to be fair, and that's made Keith go wide. I've then gone wide to avoid the accident, which has given Ollie the opportunity to jump me, and Andy's capitalised on that as well. Keith managed to hold position by the looks of it though. It was only really me that lost out there, I think. Oh, they've made more contact again. Andy's making a push up the outside. Yeah, he's through. Okay, so Andy's up into fourth. That was a good lap for him. And oh, Keith's gone wide again, which has given Andy the opportunity to get through. And it looks like Ollie's going to go through, and I've gone through as well. Bit of door rubbing there as Keith came back onto the track. Okay, so new positions. Andy's in third, then there's me in fourth, Ollie in fifth, and now Ben's in sixth, followed by Keith in seventh. So yeah, Keith really lost out there. He went from third to seventh in one corner. Looks like Gary and Frankie are having a good battle behind us in the background as well. Oh, and Ollie and Ben have made some contact. I think there's a puddle forming there at the bottom of the hill, and that caught Ollie out, which obviously dragged Ben with him. So they've now joined behind Keith, so Keith's up to fifth. I've gone wide at that corner. It looks like Ollie's done the same thing. Unfortunately, the rain like it is, the puddles are just everywhere. Okay, so Keith's looking to go up the inside of me here. I'm going to go super wide, try and bring the position back to me. We're side by side now, coming by the start-finish straight. Keith just got a nose on me, I think. I'm going to try and hold it. Oh, bit of contact there, but it's all good. Coming down the hill, Ben's catching me as well. Keith goes a little bit wide again there, which enables me to try and go up the inside. Yep, no problems there. So Keith's now jumped back down to seventh again. I'm now leading this little train, and it looks like Gary's getting pretty close to Keith now, so we've now got a 4 or 5 car fight for fourth. Me and Ben have gone wide again. Ben managed to take more speed through there though. I've slowed down a bit. That's enabled Ollie to get past me. So Ben's now in fourth, Ollie's now in fifth. A little bit of contact there between me and Ollie. Wasn't expecting him to go quite as slow through there, I think. Frankie and Jackson are doing a good job of holding on to the back of everyone as well. If any of us have a big accident, they could easily capitalise on that. So Ben's coming down the hill now, followed quite closely by Ollie. Ollie runs right, gets caught out the same way Keith did the lap before. That's labelled me to come up, but I don't think, no, Keith isn't going to be able to get through there. Okay, so coming back up, I've gone wide. There's a big puddle forming out the top of that corner. And yeah, Ollie gets through again. That demotes me back down to 6th. Not willing to give up that position though. Proper trying to catch up with Ollie again. Possibly try around the outside here maybe? No, cutting up on the inside. Made contact with him again. So hard to judge with these cars in this weather conditions. Okay, so coming back down now, just start on lap 7. Okay, let's have a look at guys at the back. We've got Gary, Frankie and Jackson here. And Frankie's putting a fair bit of pressure on Gary there, but he's doing well to hold the position. These conditions are just absolutely horrific, to be fair. Oh, Frankie went a little bit skew-if there as he came through that puddle. Looks like the Astra does handle that puddle a lot better than the Megans does, though. Oh, we got a bit of a lag spike going on with there then with Gary. I thought he was about to go off. He's definitely pulled a gap on those two now. Looks like the water might have caught him out a bit there though, or it could have been lag again. Frankie was looking to make a move there, but he's too far back. Okay, so jumping back with Ben again. Trying to pull a gap on Ollie, but Ollie's not having it. Pretty determined on this track. And we've got Keith and me in the background there as well. Still in contention if one of these guys make a mistake. Looks like they both got caught out by puddles there. Let's give Ben a little bit of a run as well, which I'm sure he'll appreciate. He's got quite a gap now on Ollie. Oh, he's been clipped by a puddle. He's gone super wide. Is he going to be able to hold the position? Yep, he's all good. Oh, no, maybe not. Ollie makes a dive up the inside. Yeah, nicely done. Didn't give Ben much opportunity there, to be fair. We've got me and Keith again, side by side, coming behind them. I think me and Keith must have been running exactly the same gear ratios because it was so difficult to get past him in that section. Coming down the hill, Keith gets me again. Ben's gone wide again with another puddle. That's where I was struggling around that section as well. Yeah, where are we at? We're back with Jackson, Gary and Frankie. We got Gary in the lead still, and Frankie and Jackson are holding on. Good battles all around today. Haven't seen much from the front runners yet though. Unfortunately their gap is just slightly too large. Okay, so coming down to start lap 10 for these guys now. Looks like Jackson is definitely catching Gary there. Oh, Frankie's gone mega wide. Oh, is Jackson going to make the pass? He doesn't quite have it on the inside there. He might get it before they get to the top of the hill. Super close. Oh, back with me and Keith again. goes for that defensive line up the inside. I tried going super wide, and I've been following Keith for a couple of laps now. I need to get that moved on. Yeah, go super wide. Just managed to cover the speed through there. And okay, here comes Jackson and Gary. It looks like Jackson's going to try and make a move. Yeah, up the inside. Gary doesn't quite have the speed, I don't think. Oh no. Yeah, he's still got position. Okay, so going to the front now. It looks like Dan's had a moment with a puddle, and Jay's managed to get through. Well, that's mixed things up a little bit. Haven't seen much of these guys, so this should be interesting. Both of them absolutely flying down the section. We've got puddles on the left, puddles on the right, puddles on the apex. Jay goes nice and wide there. Does give Dan a bit of an opportunity though. Runs slightly on the grass, but not too much. I think he's managed to keep the traction, and he's definitely kept the position, but Dan is all over him. Oh, looks like Dan's going to be trying to push up the inside. Oh, and he's outbraked himself a little bit. Run way too deep into that corner, and I think he's going to slow down and give the position back to Jay. Yep. Okay, so proper battling each other now. Oh, he's straight up the inside here though. Oh, and Jay's hit that big puddle, and he's run super wide, and that's enabled Andy to get through. So now Andy's in second. Ollie is super close now with them guys in fourth. He's managed to gap everyone from the previous battle, and he's got his head right down. And so Jay's also lost out to Ollie there. So Ollie's now up into third. Puts him in a nice podium position if we were to finish the race now. He's been really strong in the rain actually in this series. The race last week, unfortunately we didn't get any coverage on. He did really well in the rain as well. Okay, so coming up to the start-finish straight now. Jay went a little bit wide there. So coming back into the first corner. Everyone's still quite spaced out at the moment. Dan in first, Andy in second, Ollie in third, Jay in fourth. No real dramas at the moment. Okay, jumping back to me, Keith and Ben. So I'm in fifth. Keith's obviously got sixth, and then Ben's in seventh. Up the hill now. Oh, big moment there. Got proper caught out by a puddle. It looks like Keith did as well, and Ben got pulled out with it. So looks like Ben lost out the most there. I managed to keep position, but now I have got Keith absolutely screaming. So Keith is definitely catching me up. So much drama going on with this race. We've got about 3 laps remaining. 2 laps remaining now as Dan's just gone over the start line. So jumping back with Dan. Dan's still in first, we've got Andy in second still, and then Ollie at the bottom, just coming down the hill there in third. Oh, Dan's had a moment, and looks like Andy's getting through. Yep, Andy's up into first. Nice drive there. Dan's going to want to get that position back, because these guys are fighting at the top of the championship at the moment, and there's literally no points in it at all. So it's pretty much whoever wins these races here tonight leaves with the championship. Okay, so Andy cuts in quite defensively there. Pretty much just sticks down the middle of the track, giving Dan many options. Ollie is still catching these two though. A little battling is going to be exactly what he needs to try and capitalise on this if he's lucky. Okay, so coming down the hill here. Well, we're coming up to Frankie as well. Could cause some problems. Okay, so Andy, good note. Frankie's gone right off the track for everyone now. But in the kerfuffle, it does look like Dan managed to close that gap a little bit on Andy. Oh, Andy's lost it back a little bit there as well. So did Dan. Managed to hold it though. These conditions are just becoming absolutely unreal at this stage. Certain parts of the track are just completely waterlogged, or it will just throw you into a different puddle somewhere else if you get caught out. Okay, so Ollie is really closing that gap now on Dan. It looks like Andy's actually pulling away a little bit. Jay's doing well to hold on as well. Big gap, there's like a 10-second gap between these guys and then myself down with Keith and Ben. looking pretty good so far. Okay, so we're just coming up to the hill that catches everybody out. Oh, Dan's gone super wide there with the puddle. Andy's gone super wide as well, but they've both managed to recover it. But it looks like Ollie's managed to make a push, and he's managed to get through without any issues there. So he now moves up into first, and this is literally the last lap. So yeah, this is all for final position. Oh, Dan's gone skew in the background now. Oh, Jay's just gone and hit that puddle as well. He's gone all over the place, and he's now, oh, he's off. But luckily for Dan, he didn't make contact with him. So it looks like race winner is going to be Ollie, followed very closely by Andy, and we've got Dan in third. Looks like Jay's still going to get the fourth place. Luckily they were far enough ahead in the distance to not really suffer too much from that accident at the end, obviously with damage and everything else taken into account. So fifth place we've got me, sixth place we've got Ben, seventh place we've got Keith, it looks like Jackson is potentially going to get 8th. Yeah, I think he's got enough distance there on Gary to get his 8th place. And yeah, that leaves Gary in 9th, and then we've got Frankie in 10th. Okay, so in first place we have Ollie, in second place we have Andy, third place we have Dan, fourth place is Jay, fifth place is me, sixth place is Ben, seventh place is Keith, eighth place is Jackson, ninth place is Gary, and in 10th we have Frankie. And that's it for race 1, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see some more content. I'll be doing race 2 in the very near future. I'll probably put a post up on YouTube or something when that's all done. So yeah, thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you in the future.